Welcome to Hero Villains. Today's battle, who do you think will win in a fight? Darkseid or Trigon? Darkseid and Trigon are two of the most powerful villains in the DC universe, each possessing immense power and a desire for absolute domination. Darkseid, the tyrant of Apokolips, is the embodiment of tyranny and destruction. He possesses godlike strength, super intelligence, and omega beams, the energy beams that can erase any enemy. With the ambition to conquer the multiverse, Darkseid seeks the anti-life equation to control all life, enslaving it. Trigon, the demon lord from the evil dimension, is the embodiment of pure evil. He is so powerful that he can destroy entire planets with just his thoughts. As a supernatural entity, Trigon feeds on fear and darkness, always seeking to expand his power by capturing souls and controlling the world to his will. Before we dive into the analysis, please click the subscribe button. Please remember to turn on notifications and click the bell icon. Thank you very much. Trigon is truly one of the most powerful entities in the entire multiverse. He even once confronted the Presence, the supreme entity, and survived. That not only shows his superior power, but also affirms Trigon's fearsome position. Not only that, Trigon is often compared to the Spectre, one of the most powerful entities known as the vengeful arm of the Presence, or essentially the god in Abrahamic mythology. The Spectre's authority is so strong that even Atrocitus, an entity of pure rage, once mistook him for the embodiment of wrath. The Spectre's abilities are immeasurable, most notably when he was able to completely incapacitate a pre-crisis Superman, a version considered to be the most powerful to ever exist. This is what makes the Spectre a formidable supernatural force in the DC universe. In that context, Trigon being placed on par with Spectre further demonstrates what a terrible threat he is. Unbound Spectre is truly an extremely terrifying force, possessing power far beyond most entities in the multiverse. In a confrontation, I don't see much chance that Darkseid can win. Although he is a genius strategist with superior intelligence, but in terms of overall power, I believe Trigon is still superior in most aspects. From fighting ability, magic, to supernatural power, is still running the show in multiverse. However, two influential entities like Darkseid and Trigon not only help clarify the difference in power, but also provide deeper perspectives. Trigon is an interdimensional demonic entity and one of the most dangerous enemies of the Teen Titans. He was born from the discarded evil energy of the residents of Azarath, making him the absolute embodiment of evil. Not only did Trigon destroy the entire civilization of Azarath, he also spread terror throughout the multiverse. As an immortal entity with immense power, Trigon can destroy entire universes at will, and in fact, he has done so many times in the past. Currently, he is still considered one of the greatest threats to the entire DC universe. Trigon's reality warping ability allows him to manipulate everything at will, changing the structure of space and existence with just a thought. In addition, Trigon also possesses the ability to control time manipulation, allowing him to travel through time, create paradoxes, or even seal enemies into another timeline, leaving them trapped forever. One of his most terrifying weapons is the Death Stare, a death gaze, which can target a single target or cover an entire world, destroying anyone caught in his sights. With these superpowers, Trigon is truly an unstoppable force of darkness. Trigon's signature attack involves firing powerful beams of energy from one or more of his eyes. He can adjust the power and range of his attacks at will, from targeting a single enemy to covering an entire world. At the age of 1, Trigon ruled an entire planet, demonstrating his power and ambition for domination from a very young age. By the age of 6, he destroyed that very planet without hesitation. By the age of 30, he had taken control of his entire dimension, along with the trillions of worlds within it, cementing his position as the most powerful and brutal overlord. Trigon possesses such immense power that he can destroy a planet with just his death stare, his deadly gaze. He also has the ability to manipulate life and death, as demonstrated by his resurrection of Zauriel, a fallen angel. He once fought Mr. Mixie-Pantic, a transcendent being from the 5th dimension, and only stopped when he decided to, so Trigon's power was ranked by the monitors as equal to the Spectre, the vengeful being of the Presence. His daughter Raven had a terrifying vision of Trigon where he tore apart an entire universe and easily defeated all the superheroes. He once conquered the entire universe, causing realities to collapse under his unparalleled power. Trigon's brutality was also shown when he killed divine beings, powerful supreme beings, and wore their skin as a symbol of absolute victory. With almost limitless power and endless ambition, he was the one who killed Dr. Fate. He was also the one who absorbed over 1 billion souls. Not only did he not stop at collecting souls, he also absorbed all of their energy, increasing his own power to unimaginable levels. His immortality was so ridiculous that even when completely destroyed, including his soul, he could still return to his kingdom as if he had never been harmed. His reality warping abilities are so powerful that he has reshaped the earth at will, turned humans into mindless lumps of clay, and not only that, he has also brutally tortured their minds. With his deconstruction abilities, he has dispersed Simon down to the atomic level. Immortality, regeneration, flight, energy manipulation, decomposition, transformation, biomanipulation, attack reflexes, force field generation, reality warping, blood manipulation, fire manipulation, electricity manipulation, weather manipulation, space manipulation, time manipulation, power granting, possession, mind manipulation, time manipulation, projection, shape-shifting, dimension manipulation, statistical amplification, telekinesis, teleportation, dimensional travel, and many more. His intelligence is also very high. While he rules by fear, Trigon still has hundreds of years of experience commanding armies and ruling trillions of worlds. Please subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best. Thank you very much. Darkseid is one of the most powerful of the new gods and the brutal ruler of Apokolips, a protoplanet that transcends time and space. His ultimate goal is to completely subjugate and enslave all life in all of creation, aligning it to his absolute will. He is not just a ruler, but also possesses power far beyond that of most entities in the universe. Two of his most dangerous weapons are the Omega Beam and the Omega Sanction, and trust me, they are not to be taken lightly. Once struck, an opponent has little chance of escaping the tragic fate that Darkseid has in store for them. With the Omega Beam, Darkseid can completely erase a target from existence or teleport them to any time and space at his will. This is not just a weapon of pure destruction, but a tool that allows him to manipulate the fate of his enemies in many different ways. Additionally, Darkseid can use the Omega Beam to reanimate dead beings, restoring them to his will, or paralyze them while probing for their weaknesses, turning any encounter into a battle completely under his control. Omega Sanction, one of his most devastating attacks, has two main forms. The first forces the target back into the past, trapping them in an irreversible loop, forcing them to relive their entire lives over and over again with no way to escape. The second form is far more brutal. It plunges the victim into a never-ending chain of horrific realities, where they are forced to live through increasingly painful versions of their lives to the point where their spirit and soul are slowly crushed. These abilities not only make Darkseid an unstoppable warrior, but also make him a manipulator of reality and fate of all living things. And anyone who falls under his control has no hope of escape. Darkseid engages Highfather in a battle that lasts for 7 days straight, a long and brutal battle. In the process, he overcomes interdimensional barriers, bending time and reality to his will, all the while wearing the Hellbat, a weapon of extreme destruction. Although the Hellbat was originally designed to give Batman powers comparable to cosmic entities, in Darkseid's hands it becomes a far more terrifying tool than ever. He also easily stops Superman with just 2 punches, a testament to the difference in power between the two entities. Not only that, Darkseid also confronts future Orion, a more powerful version of Orion from the future, and not only fights back, but completely overpowers his opponent, asserts that Darkseid is not just a conqueror, but a powerful being capable of manipulating reality, time, and overwhelming even the strongest cosmic warriors in the multiverse. Intellectually, Darkseid is a super genius whose thinking ability far surpasses that of the greatest minds in the multiverse. He possesses countless years of experience in strategy, military tactics, administration, and advanced science. His intelligence is not limited to warfare, but extends to areas such as technology, cosmology, and cosmic philosophy. He regularly plays chess with Eclipso, a powerful cosmic entity who was a previous incarnation of God's wrath. His tactical and mental prowess has been recognized by even divine beings. Among his incredible feats are the construction of a spaceship larger than the state of New York. He has developed technologies capable of penetrating the source, exploring the anti-life realms, and even stealing a portion of the anti-life anti-life entity's power. He also combines and manipulates fragments of the anti-life equation, using them to control minds and distort reality at will. One of Darkseid's most terrifying feats was turning the entire planet of Mars into a replica of Apokolips, demonstrating his ability to manipulate and change the entire planet to his will. And as good as Darkseid is in strategy and technology, his mind is incredibly adaptable and sharp. He was able to understand the warped nature of Olympus without effort, while even Superman was completely baffled when confronted with it. Even more astonishingly, the pre-Flashpoint version of Darkseid remembered events from erased timelines, possibly due to his multi-dimensional nature. This proves that Darkseid's intellect is not limited to one reality, but extends to parallel timelines and universes. Darkseid is not only a powerful warrior, but also one of the most dangerous minds anyone has ever faced. It is true that Darkseid possesses immense power, but I believe Trigon is even more superior. Trigon is so powerful that he is often compared to the Spectre, one of the most powerful beings in the DC universe. Furthermore, he is not afraid of the Present or the Phantom Stranger, transcendent beings with profound influence over the entire multiverse. In fact, Trigon has gone toe-to-toe with the Present, the ultimate being, and survived the battle. This alone speaks volumes about his incredible power. On the other hand, Darkseid has been defeated and killed by the likes of Doomsday. And no, it wasn't an avatar or a clone of him, it was Darkseid's true form. This raises the question of whether he is truly as invincible as many believe. In the distant future, Darkseid was killed in a battle with Superman when the star they were fighting entered a nova state, exploding with both of them inside. After the destruction of New Genesis, Darkseid became the new High Father of the new gods. He abandoned Apokolips to its doom and traveled to Earth, where he wanted to see what remained of his greatest enemy. There he encountered Superman, Wonder Woman, and the warriors of Themyscira. Darkseid easily overwhelmed them, slaughtering the Amazons en masse and inflicting a terrible fate on the Green, the source of life on Earth. However, he was ultimately killed by his arch-nemesis Superman in a fierce battle. The clear difference between Darkseid and Trigon is their level of invincibility. Trigon has faced ultimate beings and survived, while Darkseid has been defeated and even destroyed by powerful warriors multiple times. Trigon is arguably a far more formidable threat than Darkseid. Trigon wins this battle. That's my opinion anyway. Others may differ. I hope you enjoy this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thank you very much.